Some of the most popular Broadway musicals, like West Side Story, Sound of Music, etc., have gone on to become really great movies. But they left out one, and that's the subject of today's Idea of the Day. Monty Python and the Holy Grail was a huge success. It's a cult classic to this day, and many people think it's one of Monty Python's funniest things ever. And it eventually became a mega Broadway show called Spamalot. And Spamalot broke all sorts of records. It was sold out for Lord knows how long, and it had a cult following in Broadway. It eventually started touring around the country. It won all kinds of awards. But what they didn't do is bring it back to the movies. Now, in other words, Spamalot is sort of a movie adaptation of Monty Python's Holy Grail. But because they added so much material, the musical numbers, the productions, the whole shebang, what I would love to see is them bring back Spamalot, make a Spamalot movie. I know it sounds like I'm going in circles, like why would you make a movie and then make a Broadway show when in fact it already has a movie? Well, it's not that way. It happened also with other movies that are based on plays that went full circle. For example, Hairspray. Hairspray was a movie. It wasn't a musical. They made a musical out of it called Hairspray, still Hairspray, and in Hairspray the play did so well, the musical, that they made a movie version of it with John Travolta as the same role that Harvey Fierstein played. So you basically go the full 360. And the same thing happened with the producers. They made the producers a movie. It had a couple musical numbers, but then they made a musical on Broadway with Matthew Broderick and Nathan Lane. And that play was so big and it did so well that they eventually turned that back into a movie of the Broadway version. And this is done many, many other times. There's a lot of precedents for plays that become movies, plays that become movies, I'm going in circles already, for movies that become plays or musicals, and then they adapt that and bring it back and reshoot it as a movie. So what I'd really love to see is Spamalot, the movie version of the Broadway musical. And that's today's Idea of the Day. All right, there it is. That's today's Idea of the Day. Some of them are pretty good, right? And some of them suck, I admit. First to admit, some of my ideas suck. But if you visit Idea of the Day every day and you subscribe to my channel by looking at the subscribe link in the corner, you'll see a brand new idea every single day. And I promise you, some of them don't suck.